Everybody, and welcome to Robin's house. Today we're working on the Let's Party cards, and we're going to talk a little bit about fussy cutting. So we've done this a lot before, of course, but I like to leave a little bit of the white border. It's up to you, of course, but I feel like this gives me a lot of extra room to not be perfect. If you cut right on the line, it's going to become noticeable that you've cut some of your ink away and not some of your ink in other places. And I like having this little beveled line. That's why I really like the thin cuts as well. It gives you that bevel for no reason. And I like it. So that is how you cut. And then of course, on this card, we're using some of the pattern paper as an embellishment. And leaving a little bit of extra room there, you can see that I did that on this card. It's nice also because number one, it creates a border, and borders are great. But two, when you're fussy cutting, it just gives a little bit more substance to the image that you're cutting out. And then when you have an imperfect image like these, it's easier to cut when you can have a little bit of grace, a little bit of wiggle room in there. And then you can also see as I'm cutting, I'm letting my left hand do the steering while my right hand focuses on cutting. If you don't do that, your right hand will become tired a lot faster. So you just kind of look at it as each hand has its own jobs. And if they do their jobs correctly, then you'll be able to fussy cut a lot longer without getting tired. And so this one, you just need to cut a couple of images so that you can decorate your page. So you'll have a lot to choose from. And even if the piece I gave you isn't correct, you have all your scraps. You can find a different image. Also, it could be helpful. Right now, you can see I'm kind of fighting with the excess paper on this page. You can chop off the excess so you don't have to fight that. But for the most part, if you leave a little bit of space, it just makes it easier to cut your image and not have it feel like it's imperfect because you did it imperfectly on purpose, and you just got to get that little inside one. So you could choose if you want to get that little inside bit in there. I did choose because I like to keep my border somewhat the same throughout all of the image, but you can see how it's got that nice little border. So that is how you fussy cut to make some cute little images. Thank you so much for watching. Happy crafting.